T-shirts, bags, PJs, you name it. And with all that, of course, we're going to start with a wallet. Jillian has more in this morning's Style File.
Just 5 years ago, a wallet with a big-mouth monkey named Julius would create such a pop culture phenomenon. Well, it was all Paul Frank's idea.
Everybody liked it. Everybody kept coming up to me at my old work. I worked at a newsstand, and everybody asked me, oh, can you make me one? Can you make me this? Can you make me that? So I started making things for people. And the demand grew so big I couldn't keep up with it.
Since then, that cute monkey figure has appeared on everything from PJs to purses. So, where did Paul get the idea for all this monkey business?
I came from a sock monkey, a doll that people used to make for their kids in the old days. It's really just a present for a friend.
That idea has attracted an almost cult-like following of teens and college kids. Now Paul is bringing his popular fashion character to life with a web cartoon called Julius and Friends.
That's it. I'm calling the police.
To report what? A really cute and sweet average everyday girl who dresses in a pink fluffy bunny suit and lives in a hole in the ground?
Yes.
Now you can catch the cartoon on ScreenBlast.com. Paul Frank's store is on 3rd and Crescent Heights. And tomorrow on Style File, yay, Jillian's back with...
Back to the show. You know, Susan Blake, most 25-year-old guys do not ask for a sewing machine on their 25th birthday, but our next guest wanted exactly that.
Yeah, and it started this whole new craze inspired by a sock puppet. He immediately began stitching, and now celebrities are running around in his PJs and all sorts of his wear. We welcome to the show, Paul Frank. Nice to have you.
Nice to be here.
This is famous Julius. Tell us about the beginnings of all of this.
Oh, well, Julius is based off a sock monkey, made out of the Rockford Red Heel socks.
Uh-huh.
They're a work sock, and they have a heel that's like a whitish color with a red strip that looks like a smile, like that. And so grandmas and moms used to make them for kids since like the 1800s.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have Beanie Babies back then. You know?
So why? There's kind of a beanie. It had the poodle with the thing. Remember the poodle in the
my
bathroom?
Gosh.
Over
My
a bottle?
grandma? Yeah. You're the only person in the whole world that knows about that. We had it. It was a brown crocheted poodle.
Because he was born in the 1800s.
It was a door. It was a doorstop.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
wow.
put over a bottle.
With
A poodle
gem
doorstop?
eyes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
Susan, you didn't have that in the Midwest?
don't
We've no
remember
time
that.
for
No.
frivolous nonsense. It's crop to bring in.
Yeah.
So now, why do you think that little monkey so dang popular? Why do you think that took off?
Well, I think he reminds us of an old toy that we had when we were little. Either a sock monkey or, I don't know, people just, even when you just say the word monkey, you don't have a bad feeling unless a monkey like,
Unless you're being attacked by one.
or throwing something at you at the zoo.
Well, this actually started, you started this on wallets, the vinyl wallets,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, what
Oh,
is?
you still have one? Yeah.
Oh, look at, oh,
Yeah.
I've seen those rascals about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to make these for my friends.
And now there are all sorts of things like PJs, and isn't it Janet Jackson in one of her
Yeah.
videos? She's wearing your pajamas.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
What's like? Did you know that, or did you just
I didn't
suddenly?
find out till they showed the making of the video on MTV, but I haven't seen it yet. I don't have cable.
What's that woman doing to that dog? Can you explain that? Oh, there was a woman kind of looking at dogs there. Oh, there you go. There's the old gal. So now, you didn't start out making clothing, though. Huh? Why not? Why did you start out with, you just started out with wallets and the crazy monkey and stuff?
Yeah, I was always into sneakers with stripes on them. And
Were you in prison once?
no, I love stripes.
Yeah?
Because they're like old surfboards and old even guitars had stripes and hot rods and stuff, like Herbie the Love Bug.
Oh, yeah.
And so I love the old sneakers with the stripes on the side. This is like before Adidas, you know. So I wanted to sew on my own stripes, but you can't fit a shoe in a machine. It won't fit in there. So I used this. I bought this big piece of orange vinyl at a boat place where they do boat upholstery. And I just decided that what am I going to do with this big piece of vinyl? It's just hard to sew stripes on. So I made a wallet. It's like a toy wallet, you know? You know those toy wallets when you go to like the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
It's like that.
So for yourself at first? You just make it for yourself?
Yeah,
Or
I
did
made
you have-
one for myself.
Did you have grand plans of this ever becoming crazy
no,
like
it was
this?
just something I showed my friends and they all wanted one. Then I used to make custom ones with like I would put E.T. in there, or R2-D2, or Strawberry Shortcake. Whatever old picture somebody had, I would Xerox it, color Xerox it, and sew it under a clear piece of vinyl. And so I got into it that way. And then I would do things like stars and stripes, like, you know. And then I did this monkey face for my girlfriend at the time, and it was just a present for her. And then all my friends started asking me to make them one too.
You know, it's amazing the success of all of this because you're international and you've now moved into furniture. How do you go from a monkey to furniture?
Well, because my favorite designers, they're not clothing designers. They're like industrial designers. Charles and Ray Ames, they're husband and wife. They used to make leg splints for the U.S. government, and they designed furniture for Herman Miller, and they made films, and I love those people. And George Nelson, he was a creative director at Herman Miller. He found the Ameses and brought them there. I love that kind of stuff. Like, furniture is so cool. It's just, I love that. You know, that whole thing's, to me, really neat because furniture stays around. You know, you could be sitting on an Ames chair at school or in a fancy office somewhere, but clothes come and go, and the furniture's still there.
Did your family or friends ever think you're sort of whacked out of your head? You know, they come on, Paul, dinner time. Not now, I'm sewing a vinyl monkey on my wallet.
No, everybody was really into it.
Really?
It was kind of
They didn't think
like,
you were kinda wacky?
when are you going to make me one? You
Yeah,
know?
really?
You even have an animated series coming out for TV,
Oh
right?
yeah, it's called Julius and
Oh my
Friends.
gosh,
the
this
heck?
is huge.
It's an animated 26 episodes on Mondo mini shows. It'll be shown on the internet on different sites. And it's about Julius the monkey and all his friends, and they get into different kinds of trouble. I guess trouble, that sounds kind of funny, but you know, like, it's
Trouble
neat 'cause,
works.
That's
well,
all a
all
monkey
these-
ever does is get into trouble, Paul.
Curious
It's a monkey's
monkey.
job.
Actually, he gets everybody out of trouble. That's more like it. All these characters have like facets of my personality that I never realized before. They're not just drawings on shirts. They actually have stories. Like Clancy's a shy giraffe because he's so little. He's only about that tall. Like he's the world's smallest giraffe. So Julius has to keep him out of trouble.
Let's tell folks that Paul will be signing autographs at Villains, which is a clothing and other oddities, interesting stuff store in San Francisco, and that'll be Saturday at 2 p.m. You'll be pouring martinis out of this glass for all people who drop by, he said. So thank you very much for dropping by.
Well,
here.
nice to meet you. Best
Thank
of
you.
luck.
Thanks.
People are going ape. Actually, I didn't write that. Tammy wrote it over there. Over design of Paul Frank's pop culture stuff. Frank's moniker monkey, Julius, is making big waves on the fashion and music scene. Celebrities are wearing his stuff in music videos, public appearances, and just to plain hang out. We caught up with Frank last week when he was in town for a signing.
I started sewing for my friends, and then I started sewing so many wallets that I couldn't keep up with it. Colors everything. Oh man, I think that's why my stuff is popular, because the colors are really bold. I'm not afraid. I have to, it's not easy to get the colors that way. I have to really fight for color. I saw that Janet Jackson has a pair of pink monkey pajama pants. I made guitar straps for Blur. Yeah, it was fun. So I made guitar straps for X, for one of the guys in Ozzy Osbourne's band. Not to ruin it or anything, but he's not really smiling. He's just deadpan. He's just like, I don't know how my monkey hangs. I don't really, he doesn't really hang with other monkeys. He said this all. See, this red mouth ain't showing up. So we'll have to give him one of these, like this. Just a black lip liner. I sleep with my monkey all the time.
If this wasn't a cartoon, I'd say a naughty word.
Clancy is Julius' sidekick. Clancy always is worried that he's little. He's the world's smallest giraffe, right? The world's only miniature giraffe. So Julius has to remind him how being that little makes him just the most special giraffe in the whole world. Worry Bear will be really neurotic, so he's worried. But aren't you worried like that inside? Like, we don't always show it on the outside, but like inside we're going, should I have tacos or a hot dog? I had hot dogs a couple of days ago, but if I eat a hot dog, then like, ooh, there's like membranes and like cheeks and lips of animals in there. I don't know what to eat. It's like that, you know?
Whoa, talk about monkey business. Last year, Paul Frank's, good, huh? I'm on the ball today. Last year, Paul Frank's company netted $5 million from all those little monkeys. That's it for this Rapid Fact. Bye-bye.
Okay, finally, I am with Paul Frank, designer, founder of the Paul Frank Industries, creator of lots of characters like Julius the monkey. Hello, Paul.
Hi.
So I'm wondering, before you became a $10 million pop industry, what were you doing in Huntington Beach, California?
I was going to school.
Art school?
Well, no. Well, community college, but I was taking art classes. And I worked at a newspaper stand.
Really?
And I got to read magazines all day.
Like,
all kinds of foreign newspapers and magazines. Really cool fashion ones.
Cool. So you spent a lot of the time reading magazines?
Yeah, I got to meet a lot of people, too.
Did you make connections as a newspaper guy?
Oh, yeah. I met a lot of different people. People who wanted me to make them stuff.
Yeah, like, okay, this guy here, Julius, the monkey. What was the genesis of Julius? How did you create him?
The genesis of Julius?
Yeah, the genesis of Julius the monkey.
Well, I made him for my old girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah, just for fun. I don't know.
Okay, so it began as a gift for your girlfriend, and then so how did it become this? I mean, the couch, the cast of characters right here. There's so many people there. Isaac, Worry Bear, Chopper, Clancy, Chauncey, Ellie the elephant. How did it go from like a gift from your girlfriend to like this huge thing?
Well, everybody saw what I made for her and my other friends.
Yeah.
And so they wanted one too.
Wow, incredible. How many years ago was that?
Oh, about 5. Yeah, December '95, got a business license.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You're standing in a newspaper stand, thinking of a gift for your girlfriend.
It was cool though. It was cool because I worked at night, and I would sew wallets all day long, and deliver them at night to people. So you order on Monday, you get it like Tuesday or Wednesday night.
Wow.
That's pretty fast.
What's this stuff that you brought?
This is little Paul, and he's a sock monkey. He's made out of my socks,
Is he?
which are based
What does he
off
smell like?
30 feet. No, I'm just kidding. What?
What? Nothing.
Oh, yeah. Awkward silence time.
And what about he?
This is Julius.
Julius, now is he related to he?
Yeah, the buddies. See, this is why. Because Julius I got the idea from a sock monkey,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And there's these monkeys with they have a red mouth right here. Obviously their mouth is here, but it was the heel of the sock. It was a Rockford Red Heel sock. So I modeled him after that face, kind of.
Right.
And then I made my own socks eventually, which have him on. So he's a sock monkey made out of sock monkey face socks.
Wow, cool. My God. What is your design sensibility, Paul?
What do you mean?
Like, everything's super simple. Like, what do you go for when you're making these characters? Like, they
colors and shapes. I always try to use the same shapes in the characters. If you look, his body is this shape right here, right? But his hands have that shape,
Okay.
and his boots have that shape, and his legs have that shape. That's one of my favorite shapes. I don't know what you call that shape, but I just like that shape. So I always try to use the same characteristics in all my characters, like the same oval eyes, so they all look like...
Yeah, no dots. Why no dots for eyes? Like, why no irises?
Because oval eyes are so, like, more expressive, because they don't have eyebrows. So you have to do something to their eyes to make them look like they're doing something. And it all is about the placement of the eyes, too.
Yeah.
If the eyes are in the wrong spot, it doesn't have the same personality anymore.
And I notice here in your bowl of Cheerios, you've got like Hello Kitty
Oh, yeah.
there. Do you look to like
I
Japanese culture, pop
Oh,
culture and
yeah,
stuff?
I totally do.
Because there's a simplicity and form in those.
Well, yeah,
creatures.
I've always loved Sanrio. Ever since my sister was little, she would go to Sanrio all the time, where they sell Hello Kitty. Do y'all have those here
No.
in Canada?
No.
Oh, yeah. Have you heard of Hello Kitty? Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Well, it's by Sanrio. That's the name of the company who sells it. So we always go there. I always go buy that stuff for my old girlfriend, too. So it's only right to make her a purse with a character on it.
Your girlfriend is a character?
No, she is kind of, but...
Yeah, like where do you get your inspiration for the characters?
Well, she used to always draw me little drawings and comic strips and stuff. So I don't know, I just wanted to make one for her. You know what I mean? Like, I made her a purse with a poodle on it to match her Barbies.
So basically this is like, this whole line is like an ode to your girlfriend in a weird way.
It was.
Whatever happened to that girlfriend?
Well, she's not my girlfriend anymore.
Oh,
I
and she's
know.
suing you for millions now.
No.
Would she ever go, hey, that was my idea, or that was for me?
Well, no, but sorta, maybe.
Who are some of your pop cultural heroes, or even like art heroes?
I like Andy Warhol, and I like Charles and Ray Ames. They were furniture designers and industrial designers. You know who they are? Oh, they designed...
Egg chair? No.
No, that was Jacobson. No, they worked for Herman Miller. So a lot of the Herman Miller furniture, you see, they designed. And this sofa...
You're getting into furniture
all I
too,
did
eh?
was this is a George Nelson design. But
George Nelson, 1956. American? Was he American?
Yes. It was the creative director, Herman Miller. And he hired the Ameses. But he designed this sofa.
And this is your tribute to George Nelson. So you're also working on all kinds of other things too. You've got like a web cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Julius and his friend, or Julius and Friends, right? We're going to take a look at a little bit of that. Let's take a look at that, shall we?
Let's give it up for those hometown boys, Julius and Clancy.
It's like waves of love. I feel it. Thank you. We haven't been this excited since you won last year. Isn't that right? Clancy? If this wasn't a cartoon, I'd say a naughty word.
Be sure to catch the exciting conclusion in our next little episode. Sassy Naughty Monkey Talk? Or Giraffe Jack Come On Back. You do the same. See you soon.
Paul Frank, is this a rude cartoon?
A little bit.
I get that feeling.
It's sweet and sassy.
Bit of a R rating there? Or
No,
mature
but
rating?
Just enough. It's subtle. There's always little innuendos and stuff that you have to really listen to get. But there's never any bad words. But you can get around all the bad words by just being kind of sneaky.
And Sony Ka-ching just got it, right?
Oh, yeah. So,
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's
isn't that neat?
bizarre, man.
Isn't that
You must
cool?
be raking in the dough.
No, not yet.
Not
Almost.
yet? You will be.
It's not
6
about
years.
that. It's about getting to make fun stuff all the time. Like I sewed this myself.
Yeah. This one here?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I like making things.
We're gonna get a request from you and then come back and talk with you more. So what's your request?
Oh, I would like to request Save It for Later by the English Beat.
All right. Paul Frank. Stick around. More with him in just a bit. And that was the English Beat going back to 1982, a request for Paul Frank. Now, music is a big part of your life.
Oh yeah, we grew up in the 80s, right when all the stuff came out, like the English Beat, and Madness, and the Specials, and Stray Cats, Blasters, all that stuff came out when I was in high school. And the B-52s, and what it made us do was want to discover older records, find old stuff at old record stores, and a lot of stuff was reissued from England. You know, so like all that stuff got us into that kind of fashion
Does it have
too.
anything like to dovetail to your?
Oh, it has
your
everything
artwork?
to do with that.
Yeah, it does.
It's everything to do with that. Making things out of old upholstery because it looked old and it was from those days. Everything. It influenced my whole life playing music. It helped me to meet other creative people. It made me meet people who made me realize that maybe I could draw too.
Cool.
You know?
So you weren't formally trained then?
No.
Wow. Do you like the work of Keith Haring? He's another really sort of simple American illustrator, pop cultural illustrator, but there was like real art to his work. Were you a fan of his, or it seems to be like kind of like
a little. I like the old stuff more.
like what sort of stuff?
Like Andy Warhol, and I like Alexander Calder, the guy who invented the mobile. You know you
No,
know
I don't.
is?
What is
Oh,
that? The
man.
mobile?
The mobile is the thing that hangs from the ceiling. You might have had one over your crib when you were a baby.
Oh, a mobile. Okay, okay, yeah.
I call them mobile?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, sorry. Whatever. He invented those. So those are the coolest things. People like that.
Are you
like
going to be
Miro.
making mobiles?
I like Mondrian. Someday, yeah.
Yeah. And why do you like working in the pop cultural format where you've got like furniture, you've got guitar straps, you've got mouse pads?
It's visual. I like The Who, so it seemed like The Who were a good pop art band. Like they used to have big arrows and Union Jack suits. So when I make Union Jack purses.
Cool. Right here too, your logo, your slogan, Paul Frank is your friend. A very kind of like friendly yet somehow sinister sort of big brother feel to it. What is that? Why that moniker?
It's like Fair Deal Dan, the car salesman. If you have to say Fair Deal Dan, you're probably not going to get a fair deal. It's like politicians, you know? Like, vote for me, I'll set you free, that kind of thing. I don't know, it's kind of... He's not really smiling either.
He's not.
No.
He's not, is he? What is that
No.
expression?
Just kind of like,
You know what? People assume that he's smiling, but he's not, is he?
No.
So it's quite sinister. There's a sinister
A
edge
little
to
bit,
this whole
little bit.
Paul Frank Industries.
You don't want something to be too sweet.
No,
It's boring.
definitely not. I mean, Hello Kitty doesn't even have a mouth, for
No,
God's
see?
sakes.
So you don't even know what she's saying, do you?
No.
Or thinking.
So if you have to boil it down, which is more important? Making friends or making money?
Making friends.
Yeah.
For reals.
Thank you, Paul Frank. So you're in town to like talk about your cartoon, and you're in town what else for?
Oh, well, yeah, to meet people and sign autographs and...
What are you most excited about, like that you're looking forward to in the next part of your life? What coming up?
I want to be able to design interior spaces and work on more entertainment, like more cartoons and other shows in the future.
Are you like helping to write the plots
Oh,
and stuff?
definitely.
So it's a bit twisted?
They didn't just use my name for the cartoon. I've been helping to write the scripts, helping direct the storyboards.
Do you know Matt
I'm a
Groening?
stylist. No.
Simpsons creator?
No.
Oh, you don't?
I don't know him personally.
Oh, okay, but you know of his work? Yeah, he sort of started off with the illustrations, and then that sort of took off into the whole TV show, but he does
Yeah.
still have a big deal of
I
input.
have a great time with our show.
Oh, that's cool. And you're one of the voices?
Halfway through it, making it. We have about 14 episodes done. They're really cute. I'll show you on the computer later if you want to see
Okay,
them.
cool. And do you do a voice to one of the characters?
Yeah, I'm the voice of Worry Bear.
Really?
That's
so,
this little bear right here.
and what's his personality like?
He's a neurotic bear.
He's
worried about
neurotic?
his basket. He always knows like useless facts. It's about the number of casualties per year by giant killer snowballs. But they kind of just like let him go with it. You know,
Is he kind of like you? Are you a bit like
Kinda,
Worry Bear?
yeah,
Out of all your
yeah.
characters,
Oh, yeah.
mostly Worry Bear?
And Jason Schwartzman is the voice of Julius. You know Jason Schwartzman?
No, I don't.
Did you ever see the movie Rushmore?
Yeah.
He was the guy in Rushmore.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's
right on.
cool.
That's awesome. Okay, Paul Frank, and would you do us a favor and read us this request, since this is a request show?
Uh-oh.
And then you can judge the artwork, too.
Here, much
Can. It's quite complex. It's not quite
you,
simple, is
I
it?
know, please play
Play.
this time.
This time.
What's that?
I think that looks. What is that? That's kind of cool, though.
This time
I thought it was
around,
an anarchy symbol, but it's not.
I don't know
It looks
about
like
that.
some UFO
My mom
thing.
said no anarchy tonight.
By
Hanson.
Hanson.
Ashley loves Zach Hanson. Wait, there's more. And send it out to Josie, Alana, Carrie, and all the other Hanson fans. Ashley in, how do you say that?
Oshawa.
Oshawa, Ontario.